Okay. If you finish from this one, I'm going to add it here now. If you, unless you want, just let me know. Okay, just. Okay. But also, in addition to that, there is other factors occurring here. Now, to mention also that most of the less developed countries, okay, most of less developed countries, okay, are not equipped okay, they are not equipped, as a matter of fact, to handle, okay, the pressure, okay, of such rapid growth. Okay. So basically, this is the second trend, which is the nutshell of it. Basically, that almost like 98 to 98% basically that growth is occurring mostly in the less developed countries, and only 2% occurring in the what you call occurs in the developed country. And of course, that adds pressure, and of course, all it comes with it all the other side effects. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Now, the third, of course, aspect of this, or called point here. Now, finally, analysts. Okay. Means the research analyst. Note that, okay, people, okay, are moving also, in general, it's occurring all over, moving from rural areas, okay, to urban areas. Okay, in large numbers. Okay, in large numbers. And to mention this, basically, that at the moment, over half of the world population, okay, over half of the world population now live in urban areas. Okay. For example, to give you this here, okay, more areas, and of course to mention, and this trend basically is increasing. Okay, for example, to give you, okay, for example, give example, okay, that more people, as an example here, that more people, okay, live in around, which is, as you know, Tokyo of Japan, the capital. And basically, this Tokyo considered now the world most populous urban area. Considered the world, okay, most populous urban area. Basically, just to mention, basically, that's just around Tokyo. They live more people than the entire, of course, for example, the people live in Canada, to mention this point here, than, okay, in the entire country or entire country of Canada. Okay, so basically this is the other trend, which is basically that people, in other words, okay. Well, I guess just sorry to mention to you that with regard to the what you call the essay date, basically, as I mentioned, did you hear me now for the essay date? Okay, it is basically almost in the last week of the semester, almost in the last week of the semester. Okay. Now then, the Turkish standard. Okay. Now, simply, of course, no need to mention here, just usually, okay, that calculating, okay, population change is very simple, as a matter of fact, okay, equals simply that population change that will be calculated, okay, is equal birth plus immigration okay, simply okay, and simply minus, of course, death plus immigration. That will be in the calculation being done. Okay. For this one here, basically now we're going to have subtitle. Now, of course, also there are some other factor which resulted in one or another in this what you call rapid rise in a human population. So subtitle here, okay, three major factors. Okay, account for the rapid rise okay, in the human population. Okay. Now, to mention some of these factors, first, basically the emergence. Of course, when that's basically a long time ago, but at least to mention this point, the emergence of early, okay, and modern agriculture, okay, which is about when people try to use the agriculture instead of hunting, about 10,000 years ago. Okay, basically gave people okay more food okay with each passing century. Okay. Now, also in addition, the other factor important, of course, that people, human, as of course, they manage to have technology and basically enable them basically as a matter to expand and to live in every type of what you call, okay? Please, if you have any question, you could ask me, huh? Any question you really ask what I'm writing here? If somebody asks me about this formula, it's just population change minus birth plus immigration minus death and immigration. For that? Anyway,
Yeah.
now the second, okay, people also to mention have developed, okay, people have developed technology, okay, that have enabled them, okay, that have enabled them to expand, okay, into almost every climate zone, okay, and habitat on the planet. Okay. So this is another factor because that gives able basically to live in every possible type of climate or habitat technology. And in addition to that, of course, the third one, which is already you may know, that due to all this health care and everything, that the what you call the death rate has been slowed. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now, to mention third basically that death rate or death rates overall, okay, have dropped, okay, have dropped sharply, okay, of course, as you mentioned, because, okay, of improved, okay, improved sanitation, and healthcare. Okay. And also, in addition to that, of course, as you know, and the development of antibiotics, okay, and vaccines, okay, of course, to help, okay, control infection diseases, to help control infectious diseases. Okay. Now, basically, did you follow this one here? Okay, I'm just going to move to another section now here. Just give me a second. Are you follow this okay? All right. Now, going to ask, of course, a key question here. Okay. The key question to ask, or question as a matter of fact, how long, okay, the planet continue to support, okay, over 7, of course, billion people. And also, and what can people do okay, to prevent, okay, to prevent, as a matter of fact, okay, a potential population crash. Okay, and at the same time, and improve, okay, and improve the quality of life for the existing population. Okay. You follow that? Now, basically, to mention this point here. All right. Did you finish from this one? I guess so. Okay. I'm going to put it back here. The question we're going to ask ourselves, as a matter of fact, is everyone, which is, they call it here, okay, the population debate. Okay, now, the question is as follows, as already you know, are there physical limits? Okay, to human population? Okay, a growth? Okay, and also at the same time, when we do this, we'll have to think also an economic growth. Okay, on a finite planet. Okay. And of course, as already you know from this, even scientists and others always, of course, people, some say yes, others say no. But we're going to continue after that and see some other possibilities. Of course, as already mentioned to you here, some say yes. Okay. And as you know, others say no. And this debate, of course, has gone for 100 years, but the final result is basically there is always degrading of the earth, what you call resources, to mention this point here. Now, of course, as already you know, that the debate or such debate, okay, has gone, okay, on hundreds of years. Okay, of years. Okay, meanwhile, okay, meanwhile, of course, the humans are degrading much of Earth's irreplaceable natural, okay, much of Earth's, okay, irreplaceable, okay, natural, okay, capital, okay, as of course, as already we talk about as peoples, called ecological footprint, okay, or footprints, grow, and also to mention, and planetary boundaries from the planet, and boundaries are exceeded. Okay. Now, talk about this, some of these debate, what's happening here now. To some analysts, okay, to some analysts, the key problem okay, is the large okay, and rapidly growing number okay, of people in less developed countries. Okay, countries. Now, this is one, of course, people that think. To others, okay, the key factor okay, is overconsumption is overconsumption, okay, in more developed countries. Okay. Developed countries, of course, because, okay, of their high rates of their high rates, of resource use, per person, to others, of course, is both of these assumptions. Okay. Now, also to mention, this is one point here. The other point I'm going to talk about. Now, another view of population growth another view of population growth is that technology allows people to overcome the environmental limits that populations of other species face. And basically, because of this technological intimation, and this has increased. And this has increased, as a matter of fact, to mention this point here. This has increased, as a matter of fact, to call Earth capacity, Earth's increased Earth, carrying capacity, for the human species. Now, there are other point of view, basically, which they look to the increase of population, as a matter of fact, as a way of what you call of economic growth. And to mention this point here, we have all that ideas, and in the end, we talk about all other also side effects. Now, some analysts believe people, okay, can continue okay, can continue, and by this increasing okay, economic growth and avoid okay, and avoid serious damage okay, to our planet. Okay. Now to mention, of course, some of these. Now, people can make technological advances in areas okay, such as food production, okay, and medicine, okay, and also and depleted resources, okay, can be replaced. Give me a second here. Okay, can be replaced. And because of this assumption of this kind of analyst, okay, so as a result, okay, they see no need, okay, to slow population growth or resource consumptions. Okay. Did you follow this piece? Okay, just let me move to another subject here. Now, basically, there's a title here or subtitle. See this one here, okay. Now, what are the effects of urbanization on the environment? Okay, what are the effects of urbanization on the environment? Now, to talk about this one here, that okay, population experts okay, population experts identify also three urban trends. Okay, three urban trends. Now, this is I'm going to mention this point here about what you call about 53%. Do you finish from this one here, please? Okay, I'm going to move it then. Okay, about 53%. Okay, of the world's people about 53% of the world's people and about 81% of Americans, for example, okay, live in urban areas. Okay. Now, the other point or other trend that urban growth okay, is occurring at the moment worldwide. Worldwide. And also to mention it is happening okay, the fastest basically in less developed countries. Okay. Now, the other thing, of course, as already we know, but we have to explain it, was okay. Now, people also move okay, from rural area to urban areas okay, in search, of course, as already you know, but mentioned, in search of jobs, food, housing, educational opportunities, okay, also better healthcare, and so many other factors, of course, and also an entertainment. Okay. Others, of course, there are sometimes immigration occur for other factors to mention this point here. Now, others relocate to urban areas because, of course, because of factors, okay, such as famine, okay, loss of land, it could, okay, loss of land for growing food, okay, and also deteriorating environmental conditions, conditions, okay, and also, as you know, war, and could be also religious, racials, or of course, or many other factors, or political conflict. Okay. So they basically we explain about this particular why the effect of what you call urbanization on the environment. We talk about some of the aspect here. Now also talk about some other things here. Okay, that also related to urban population. Also to mean that population experts, okay, identify also three major trends. Okay, three major trends related to the population or to urban population. To urban populations. Okay. Now to mention, of course, as already we mentioned that people moving, but we'll talk about from almost from rural area to what you call to the urban areas. Okay. Now, as to mention to you that uh, first, basically the percentage of people living in urban areas has grown sharply. Okay. Now, for example, okay, between 1850, okay, and 2015, the percentage, okay, the percentage of the world's people okay, of the world's people living in urban areas, okay, raised from 2% was in 1850, okay, to 53%, okay, and is likely to reach, okay, about 67%, okay, by 2050, okay, okay, and basically, and with most, okay, we call most new dwellers, okay, living basically in less developed countries. Okay. Before this point here, now we're going to talk about, of course, what you call the presence or what you call known as the mega cities and how you define this one and what the impact they have. Now, for example, are you following this okay, please? Okay. Now, for example, in 2015, okay, there were, okay, 30 mega cities. No. And basically, we define the mega city that cities which contain that more than 10 million of people. Okay, to mention to you that basically we said mega cities. That means cities with 10 million or more people. Okay, that basically now 22 of these basically they are in less developed country. Okay, and to mention to that basically 22 of them, okay, in less developed countries, okay. Now, and also mention about 13 of these known as called hyper cities. And the hyper cities, those cities which contain more than 20 million people. And to mention this point here. Now, 13 of these urban areas, okay, are hypercities. Known as hypercities, okay, which is simply to mention with more than 20 million people. Okay, 20 million. And also, as already we mentioned the example, that the largest hypercity so far in the world known as basically is Tokyo. And to mention this point here, the largest hypercity okay, is Tokyo, which is, as you know, in Japan. Which is Tokyo in Japan, okay, in which basically at the moment with about 37.8 million people. With 37.8 million people, okay, and they expect also by 2025 the number of the mega cities will grow from what already we mentioned about 30 to about 37. And to mention this point here, okay, by 2025, okay, the number of mega city okay, the number of mega cities to reach basically 37. Do you see this one here? Okay, which is out of this about 21 of them in Asia, okay, with 21 of them in Asia. Okay, just give me a second here. I will just okay. Okay. Before this point here, now just to mention a few points here. Okay. Now, to mention also what's happening also is following this one here. Now, some mega cities did you finish from this one? Okay, I'm going to move it then. All right. Now, the point here basically also other things here that some mega cities okay, and hyper cities okay, are merging into a vast okay, urban mega region. Vast, this is W here, urban mega regions. Called mega regions, okay, each, okay, with more than 100 million people. Okay. Now, just to make this example before I will end my lecture and try to ask you some question here. Now, the largest mega region, okay, is basically, is, as you know, is the Hong Kong, which is, you know, in China. Okay, it's Hong Kong. Okay, which is basically with about, okay, 120 million people. Sorry. People. That, in other words, that is 6 times more people okay, than live in or near New York City, that live in or near New York City. Okay. Basically, of course, later on, I'm going to talk about, of course, the impact of these cities, and also they have advantages, disadvantages, and also later on we'll discuss, I don't know if you hear at the moment, the designing what you call of ecological cities. All that basically to avoid the impact to the environment. Did you follow this okay?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any question, please? Because if you have any question, please let me know. Well, I will let you know maybe by coming week before the break. Okay, I will let you know because I would see what are the material going to be covered. All right. Oh yes, after the break, because usually I give at least 2 weeks before the midterm. Yeah, to have some time. But the idea is because hopefully I can do, because you really have a lot of material to cover. That's the point here. And I want you to cover most of, not all of the material, but a good part of the material. Okay. Now, basically, some people may be asking about, because as already I mentioned to you last week, today we have no meeting with regard to what you call to use tutorial. So I'll give you the time. And I guess I received most of you with regard to the title. Okay. Basically, if you need any help or something, just let me know. Hopefully, we'll meet maybe coming next Friday or something like that. It's going to be just before the break, and we also will discuss. And now, if you are concerned about, I think I see some question concerning about the deadline. Okay, the idea, of course, what happened that your presentation is going to be in the last week of the semester, where is the last week of classes, the presentation. You follow that? And then after that, you have to submit to me, because usually this is what I will do, so to let you know. And then you have to submit to me what you call the report itself. Okay. And most of the time, really, you can submit it to me. Usually, I will say this again. I don't know where's your final exam, but you can submit it to me as long as just before your final exam, the report. But the presentation will be in the last week of the classes. Is that clear? Okay. Any more question, please? Well, okay, then we'll have a good weekend. And I guess I'm going to, what you call, to end what you call the meeting at the moment. Are you okay with the lecture today? Okay, we'll continue with that. Of course, I'm going to get back to that, what you call, of the energy, just left a few points to finish it, okay? Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.